How to get rich investing in NFTs. NFTs are the future of global trading, collecting, and investing. But can NFTs make you wealthy? There is a lot of gossip and news about this topic. Welcome to NFT Guy, and in this video, we'll see how you can get rich investing in NFTs. Can NFTs make you rich? To put it simply, well, yeah, there have been numerous recent examples of NFTs making people insanely wealthy. If you're considering selling, buying, or even making your own NFTs, these examples will undoubtedly inspire you. The Nyan Cat GIF is one of the most well-known NFTs. The GIF's developer published his work on the internet nearly a decade ago. Since then, the GIF has received a great deal of attention on the internet. However, with the growing popularity of blockchain technology and NFTs, the artist recently created an NFT out of it and sold ownership of Nyan Cat. And the developer made almost $600,000 in cryptocurrency. Keep in mind that there are a variety of reasons why this Nyan Cat GIF, with no real application or value, sold for such a ridiculous sum. Part of this is due to the creator's early entry into the NFT sphere, as well as the GIF's widespread popularity on the internet. Another notable example of NFT sales is provided by Jack Dorsey and Elon Musk. They both sold their tweets as NFTs. Among them was Jack Dorsey, the former CEO of Twitter, who sold his first tweet. He made approximately $2.05 million from the deal. You may have deduced two things from these facts. To begin with, an NFT can command exorbitant prices. Ridiculous given the initial cost of developing these NFTs was virtually zero. However, you can observe that the vendors are frequently well-known celebrities, and it was for this reason that their NFTs were sold at such high prices. However, this does not imply that only celebrities may get even wealthier by selling NFTs. There have been numerous recent cases of lesser-known persons selling their NFTs at high prices and making a good income from them. Beeple and Sarah Zucker are two such examples. Christie sold Beeple's art piece Every Days the first 5,000 days for an astounding $69 million at the first ever public auction of NFTs. The piece was a huge JPEG file containing 5,000 unique Beeple creations created over a 13-year period. Keep in mind that Beeple was unknown before he burst onto the NFT scene and built a name for himself. Sarah Zucker is in the same boat. This digital artist began selling NFT work in 2019. During that time, the concept of NFTs have not yet gained traction. However, as she persisted, she began to make large money in the years that followed as the notion gained popularity. She has earned over $300,000 so far. All of these examples are effective at instilling motivation. You can expect to make an NFT today and sell it for $1 million the next day. Creating and selling your own NFT is akin to establishing and growing a brand or business. You can have the best product or service in the world, but if no one knows about it, no one will ever buy it. By the way, if you're watching us for the first time, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can enjoy our future videos while getting updated. Getting back to the topic, how to get rich using NFTs. This is the question we've all been waiting for. How do you make money using NFTs? Please keep in mind that I am not a financial counselor and that investing in NFTs is extremely dangerous. You do so entirely at your own risk. Here are several ways to make money with NFTs. 1. Buy and sell NFTs. Purchasing NFTs with the potential to appreciate in value is one of the simplest methods to make a lot of money with NFTs. It's straightforward. You purchase an NFT for $5 and subsequently sell it for $50. Although day trading is one of the most common ways for people to make money with NFTs, it is also one of the riskiest ways to invest in NFTs. In general, persons who day trade NFTs are solely interested in buying NFTs for a low price, typically right after they become available for purchase, and then selling them for a profit of double, triple, or even more, with little consideration for the ultimate viability of the NFT project or brand. Remember that day trading is a full-time job. It makes no difference whether you trade equities or NFTs. You must keep a close eye on the market at all times. That way, you'll know when it's best to buy and when it's best to sell. If you intend to day trade NFTs, make sure you have a specific amount of money set out for trading. This manner, you won't blow your entire bank account on something that could backfire. Number 2. Investing in startup brands through NFTs. You can invest in NFTs in the same way that you would invest in equities over time or become a venture capitalist. Provide funding to startup enterprises. Investing in an NFT with a long-term vision, on the other hand, can be far more challenging than day trading. If you want to invest in NFTs with a long-term goal of accumulating money, you must conduct a lot more research on the creator and what they're seeking to develop. You wouldn't hand over a large sum of money to a random person who claims to be able to make you wealthy, would you? This is exactly what many people in the NFT space are doing. It's borderline gambling, in my opinion. Investing in a human without knowing anything about them is the quickest way to lose not only your money, but also your trust and hope in technology as a whole. If you want to help someone raise finance while also making a profit, you should do your homework. There are a few fundamentals you should learn. Who is the NFT's creator? Examine the individual's job history. Were their previous efforts a success or a failure? These factors can reveal a great deal about how well your NFT investment will perform in the long run. And finally, investing in an NFT with a goal of long-term prosperity necessitates extensive research, patience, and intuition. Remember that when you invest in an NFT, you are investing in the NFT's creator. Number 3. Create your own NFTs. As usual, the finest was reserved for last. If you're a creative builder or simply someone who is really passionate about a particular issue, you may use NFTs as a platform to create something extraordinary and even make a life doing so. NFTs, you see, are just a technology platform that allows creators and businesses to design and offer products. Anything can be converted into an NFT. Whether you're a painter, sculptor, fitness coach, or yoga instructor, you can utilize NFTs to provide greater value to your customers, build trust, and be entirely upfront about your offerings. It is up to you as the creator to decide how and what you will offer. Creating NFTs is, in my opinion, the most challenging way to become wealthy with NFTs, but it may also be the most rewarding. If you reach the point where you're making a lot of money selling NFTs, it's probably because you put in a lot of time and effort to create a strong reputation with your customers and other individuals in your area. This indicates that you're not only doing what you enjoy, but you're also making a living from it. This is referred to as the American dream. Furthermore, if you're developing and selling your own NFTs to build money, you have chosen this as your vocation, and when it comes to a lifetime of enjoyment and, of course, wealth, if you do it well. Be truthful to yourself, others, and your personal goals and expectations. Although there are several methods to make a lot of money utilizing NFTs, including buying, selling, and building your own, they all come in a high level of risk and a thorough understanding of the current market at the time of your transactions. Furthermore, the ways in which people generate money today with NFTs will only grow as technology advances, and with it, the many use cases of NFT technology. And with that being said, it's time to end our video. Have you invested in NFTs already? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Like this video and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos like this one. We'll see you on our next video.